They keep talking loud, but they don't wanna play. Throwing all that shade, better watch what they say. Down in the South, they keep talking loud, but they don't wanna play. Throwing all that shade, better watch what they say. Down in the South, we don't do all that talk. We just let them step wrong and we watch how they walk. They think it's all jokes till it's face to face. Now they backpedal fast, better pick up the pace. Ain't no warnings left, ain't no safe route. Told them once, now they about to find out. Baffo, yeah, that's the motto. Talking big now, drowning in the shallow. Play them games, get the same amount. Mess around down south, you gon' find out. We don't do sneak dissing, we just show up. When the steel toe hits, they don't wanna go tough. Sweet tea sipping, but don't get it twisted. Got them rowdy boys and they all stay lifted. Think it's all jokes till it's face to face. Now they backpedal fast, better pick up the pace. Ain't no warnings left, ain't no safe route. Told them once, now they about to find out. Oh, yeah, that's the motto. Talking big now, drowning in the shallow. Play them games, get the same amount. Mess around down south, you gon' find out.
Second Amendment, yeah, that's what we stand on. God-given rights, we don't need a man's law. Try to take what's mine, boy, you best rethink. Red, white, and blue, but they still ain't pink. We don't start the fights, but we sure gon' win them. Clips stay loaded like the trucks we sit in. Ain't about the trouble, we just stay prepared. Freedom ain't free, better be aware.
Keyboard warrior, type real mean, but you won't drop a pin, you just talk on a screen. Ain't worried about threats from a dude in his chair. My doorbell reloads, boy, step if you dare. All that big talk till you out in the sticks. Ain't no Wi-Fi here, just some shovels and bricks. Keep it real smart, best stay in your lane, cause some punks around here don't play them games.
You don't test folks raised on cornbread and grit. We don't start the fights, but we sure gon' finish it. Acting like a king, now the throne fell down. Told them play stupid and they learn how.
FLFO, last time saying it, crossed the wrong line, and you stay in it. Ain't no rewind, ain't no way out. Told them once, now they found out.
Well, hello, everybody. How is it going? I see Heroes and Paul and Miss Shelley and Kevin. How is it going, everybody? I see 20 people on, but only see a handful in chat. Everybody say hello. Show each other some love. So shout out to Rogue Mama for letting me know that there were updates in the Diddy case. So I decided to hop on Google and see what's going on. And there's a few things going on, actually. We have an attorney that withdrew. We have trial dates being set. Yeah. Nemesis Lemon. Hello, everybody. I believe Diddy is toast. Hi, Miss Christy. It is good to see everybody this afternoon. Tell you what, it's weird running a stream without a co-host, but it's been a while. I figured I'd check in and say hello to everybody and see what is going on with P. Diddy. I heard Kanye wrote a song about him. Also, Diddy's right hand spoke out against him, which is pretty shocking, in my opinion. Within the next week or so, the squeaky chair will be gone. Did you, Chris? It's been a hot minute. The last time we checked in with Diddy's case was when he had a bail hearing, which he did not get bail. Not shocked there. Um, let people roll in before I start. Oh, I agree, Miss Shelley. He did not do this alone. There are so many. So many. But will he roll over on them with this case getting as hot as it is? Will he roll over on his co conspirators to get a lighter sentence? That's my question. I don't think he will. Because there are some very dangerous people that he has co conspired with. Dwayne, Miss Cat. Dwayne, I have a new chair in my Amazon cart. I'm just waiting to get paid. This chair is out of here. But I like the joke on the baby oil. That is funny. Loop stock. I don't know, Kevin. I'm sure the baby oil stock has went down since Diddy's been in jail. You're right, Paul. Didn't what's her name? Ellen DeGeneres leave the country, but use the excuse of Trump getting in office as the excuse of why she left the country. I call BS on that. You think it's gonna be an Epstein? You think he's gonna pull an Epstein cat? It's very possible. It's very, very possible. Alright. Let's see. Nope, wrong button. I mean, that's a good point. Cat. Uh, I wouldn't be surprised at all. I really wouldn't. If he doesn't get the. I would not be surprised if he got the Clinton special. I've got Maxie doing what Maxie does best, and he is going to try and find and confirm these dates that I am seeing on this website for Diddy's trial dates. So we will confirm them before I announce the dates. But I do have this video from Access Hollywood. And possibly another one about Diddy. Well, that's because the guy that unalived the insurance guy was pretty. The women in this country are going nuts. So apparently, Diddy has gone gray since sitting in jail. Oh, there's several different cases on Sean in New York. He has a lot of cases against him currently in the federal court in New York. So many so we don't even know which one to click on and look at. Gravy Combs, Emmerich v. Combs, Emmerich v. Combs, Reese, Emmerich. There's multiple cases against Diddy. I wholeheartedly believe he did. I wholeheartedly believe he took out Tupac. Right, Kevin? Yeah, and I'm guessing I've been so caught up in the Hells case that I haven't even thought. Well, I've thought about it, but I haven't had time because our Hells case is just back to back to back to back to back with craziness because of bubbles that I've not even had time to check into my other case that we've been following. Yeah, and Biggie. Yeah. All right, let's hit
Sean
play.
Diddy Combs appeared in the closed Manhattan courtroom with gray hair and a gray beard, which reportedly left onlookers stunned. Diddy, wearing tan prison clothing, hugged all of his attorneys and ultimately entered a plea of not guilty. Trial attorney Misty Maris breaks down the impact of today's proceedings with Diddy's trial in May fast approaching.
The new indictment against Diddy is very impactful to the case. Not only does it add new charges, it also expands the timeline where the alleged criminal activity took place, and it also adds 2 new victims. From a defense perspective, this changes the game as far as strategy of how to approach all of the charges and all of the allegations at trial.
Combs previously pleaded not guilty to charges of racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution.
But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable.
Ahead of today's hearing, Diddy's lawyers made stunning allegations about the damning CNN surveillance video that appears to show Combs physically assaulting his former girlfriend, singer Cassie Ventura, at a LA hotel in 2016. In a letter to the judge, Combs' team is alleging CNN altered the video by speeding it up to make it falsely appear that the actions in the video are taking place faster than they are. They also allege that CNN ultimately destroyed the footage. A spokesperson for CNN tells Access in part, CNN never altered the video and did not destroy the original copy of the footage.
The prosecution has a good response, and it's that the defendant had actually authenticated it himself by going on social media and talking about the tape and apologizing for his conduct.
Well, there's that. He pled not guilty. Right, Kevin? How does anyone believe anything CNN says? But at the same time, I don't believe any of that footage was doctored because multiple stations have that video of him doing that to her. It was not altered. Maybe zoomed in, but I don't believe. That doesn't help his case though. It doesn't, because you said, oh, they altered it. That's you admitting that it's you in the video, that you admitting you did the acts to her. You're upset about the video being sped up or slowed down. Come on. That does not take away from the fact that you beat the hell out of her. Whether the video was altered or not, meh. That's admitting that you did what you did and you're upset that the stations have it. Max, if you are in my chat, it is the Southern District. The South District of New York. And apparently he has a pre-trial conference on April 25th. Jury selection is supposedly on April 28th. Attorneys are supposed to question jury members on May 5th. And trial is supposed to start on May 12th. That's really all I'm trying to confirm. The whole thing is supposedly supposed to start on April 28th. Attorneys on both sides will question the sequestered jury members on May 5th. Ooh. Okay. Wait, could they have combined both cases, maybe? Sorry, guys. Rogue! Hi, sister! Shout out to you for letting me know that there were updates in this case. Because I have been so clusterfucked by the Hills case that I haven't even looked into Diddler. And that's it. That is confirmed. Thanks, boys. Holy crap. There's more than just racketeering and sex trafficking. There is transporting for prostitution charges, transportation to engage in prostitution charges, sex trafficking by force, fraud or coercion, racketeering conspiracy, transporting for prostitution, sex trafficking by force, another racketeer. There's multiple racketeering. Oh my God. No, he didn't. He has X trafficking of children by force. All level 4 offenses. Go Max and Al. Woohoo! I love our team. Holy cow. So the boys were able to find this case on Pacer. Oh my God, he has so many cases against him. Not just the criminal ones in federal court, but he has multiple civil cases against him in federal court in New York. Cat, I was surprised as well. I mean, he tried to run, but they got him. Oh, Paul, I'm sure we had the same thoughts. Um, see this news article. Yeah, all the victims are suing him as well, is what I'm guessing. So this article says after swift detainment in September 24, Diddy, real name Sean Combs, was formally charged with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud or coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Since then, the disgraced mogul has been hit with multitude of civil lawsuits while fighting to be released on house arrest without success. Now, Diddy's day in court has officially arrived. While Diddy has already appeared in front of a judge related to his ongoing case, a trial date had not yet been confirmed until now, according to All Hip Hop. The presiding judge in Diddy's racketeering and sex trafficking trial has put all related dates onto the South District of New York's legal calendar. Today's the 20th, but this article was written on the 18th. U.S. District Judge Aaron Supermanian updated that once tentative dates with the now confirmed schedule. Based on the court paperwork, a pretrial conference had been set for April 25th. The jury selection in Diddy's racketeering and sex trafficking trial will begin on April 28th. Attorneys on both sides will question the sequestered jury members on May 5th. Days later, on May 9th, should jurors be deemed unfit to serve, preparatory strikes will be held at that time. On May 12th, opening statements from both the prosecutor and Diddy's defense team should be heard, kicking off the trial proceedings. Diddy has denied any wrongdoing and allegation made against him. Holy cow! Uh, Max goes, holy cow, this is a big one. Al said, this is a big one. Yes, it's much bigger. It is much, much bigger. I'm trying to. There we go. Open link. Okay, yeah. Order as to Sean Combs for the reasons stating at the conference held on March 14th. The following schedule will apply in the lead up to trial. Pre-trial conference on April 25th at 11 a.m. Jury questionnaires. Proposed jury questionnaires must be submitted to the court on April 11th. The parties should meet and confer to eliminate any disputes as to the content of the questionnaires. Once finalized, the government should print 600 copies of the jury questionnaire and send them to chambers by April 25th. Jury questionnaires will be administered by the jury office on April 28th, April 29th, and April 30th, if necessary. Following the completion of jury questionnaires, the government will copy and distribute the completed questionnaires to the defense. After reviewing the completed questionnaires, the parties should meet and confer and submit 4 lists to the court by May 1st at 5 p.m. Now, remember, New York is on Eastern Standard Time. I've been sitting here. I pulled a Georgie. Georgie fell down. I've been talking away to you guys. I read all kinds of stuff to you and just realized I was muted. It's been a minute since I pulled a Georgie moment. Thanks, guys. Sorry. Okay, so Max and Al are working together. They both found this docket. They found the case. Right now, they are fighting for the identities of the witnesses against Sean to be unsealed. I'm so sorry, guys. I had a Georgie moment. I've read all kinds of stuff off the docket to y'all and didn't even realize I was muted. I muted to cough because I didn't want to be like Lisa. But what I was saying before I realized I was muted was I know we love our health case, but this is much bigger. This is about crimes against children. And I want to follow this one. It's huge. It's so huge. I have my favorite. Shh, she's back. Thank you guys for letting me know I was muted. I was getting excited. I was reading all this that Max and Al was sending me. I was reading it out loud. I thought I was reading it to you guys. I was muted. Yes, this is when Coop comes in handy. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Bear with me, chat. Transcript of proceedings as to Sean Combs, conference held on March 14th before the judge. Transcript may be viewed at the court public terminal or purchased through the court reporter before the deadline for release of transcript restriction. After that date, it may be obtained through Pacer. Redaction request due 4/8/25. Redacted transcript deadline set for 4/18. There's over 100. There's over 180 something filings in this case. The boys are having a field day with this on Pacer, apparently. 182 documents have been filed with this case total so far. There has been a jury hearing set for May 5th. It is set to start May 5th at 9 a.m. That is confirmed. Holy crap. So much has went on. It's huge. It is much bigger than Hell's. As of right now, we cannot get the transcript for the hearing from March 14th. It is still locked. Pre-trial will start April 25th at 11 a.m. with jury instruction questions to be debated on. Jury selection will start on May 1st. Shout out to Al Walker and Max Lab on this one. Bubbles is trying to he's trying to make it a big boy case and have as many filings as the Diddy case. This is freaking wild. We're at what, 105 on the Hells case, and it's civil. The Hells case is civil, guys. This is a criminal case with Diddy, and it's the USA versus Diddy. I can understand Diddy's case having so many filings. That makes sense, because it's a criminal case. It's multiple criminal charges. Multiple. I still can't believe I had a Georgie moment. I see my Harry. You sent me a text. Try to make me squirrel. I already had a blonde moment. What do we got here? Oh, that's that case. Is that filed already, Erica? I will continue to do both. But this one, okay. Let's forget about the fact that Sean Combs is a musician, rapper, uh, rich person, right? Let's completely forget about that for a second. He did things to children and women. I don't care that he is someone famous. Miss Nancy! Yes, you're absolutely correct. It's in the hundreds. Right wise, I've been fighting with mine all day. Um so the fact that it has something to do with children is why I'm so interested in the Diddy case. Has nothing to do with him being famous. Just like with the health case, it has nothing to do with him being a famous YouTuber. It's the fact that there's a child in danger. That that always lights a fire under me when there's children involved that are in danger. Um, yeah, Jeremy and George are in danger, but he opened up this huge light to the fact that there's a child in danger, and that they've done the things they've done to her alone. The pattern of all the children she's done it to. Him, Diddy being famous, just like with the Epstein stuff, with him, them being so rich and famous, it just opened up for them to have more victims, because young children, they looked up to Diddy. Right, Shelly. There's so many. There's so many others. Beyonce, Ellen DeGeneres, Oprah Winfrey, the Bidens, um, the Epsteins, the Clintons. There's so much. Diddy's just the first one on the totem pole to go down. My question is, will he do the right thing and spill his guts on his other conspirators? Oh, I wholeheartedly believe the whole Epstein and Diddy thing is linked. I find it odd that once the Epstein Island was shut down, all of a sudden Diddy had his own island. But the conspiracies could go wild on this case. But at the same time, how long before it's no longer a conspiracy theory and the gut feelings become true? Like, a lot of us conspiracy theorists have been saying for years that Hollywood was sick and disgusting human beings that were doing things to children. Nickelodeon has been outed. Disney has been outed. How many things has to come true before it's no longer a conspiracy theory? I honestly didn't think Diddy would be the first one arrested. I thought it would have been Ellen. For sure, Ellen. Or I don't think Queen Beyonce would have went first. She hmm, she's scary. She's scary. Um, but I feel like one of the lower men on the totem pole, lower than Diddy, would have went down first. Oh well, usually when you have the U.S. government coming against you, pretty sure you'd plead guilty. But there's so many videos, there's so many documents in writing. He has so much against him. So many witnesses have filed lawsuits against him. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tyler Perry, too. And I'm a huge fan of Tyler Perry. Huge fan of Tyler Perry. Ooh. Hold on, Maxie. Ooh. Thanks, Max. Ooh. Hee. I like this. United States District Court, Southern District of New York, United States of America against Sean Combs. That is the judge. I cannot pronounce his name. For the reasons stated at the conference held on March 14th, the following schedule will apply in the lead up to trial. Pre-trial conference on April 25th, 2025 at 11 a.m. Jury questionnaires. Proposed jury questionnaires must be submitted to the court on April 11th. The parties should meet and confer to eliminate any disputes as to the content of the questions. Oh, no, that's too far in. Once finalized, the government should print 600 copies of the jury questionnaires and send them to chambers by April 25th. Jury questionnaires will be administered by the jury office on April 28th, 2025, April 29th, and April 30th if necessary. Following the completion of jury questionnaires, the government will copy and distribute the completed questionnaires to the defense. After reviewing the completed questionnaires, the parties should meet and confer and submit 4 lists to the court by May 1st by 5 p.m. Eastern. Prospective jurors that both sides agree should proceed. Prospective jurors that both sides agree should be excused. prospective jurors that the defense, but not the government, believes should be excused. Prospective jurors that the government, but not the defense, believes should be excused. If necessary, the court will hold a conference on May 2nd at 9 a.m. to resolve any disputes. Voir dire will begin on May 5th. This will be sequestered voir dire in the presence of the parties with public access. Jurors will be addressed by number only. Peremptory strikes will be exercised on May 9th. Opening statements will begin on May 12th. And that was ordered on March 18th. So, those dates are confirmed, guys. Thank you, Max Lab and Al Walker. Y'all are freaking awesome. Look, I would be nothing on this channel without my team, my mods, my people that do the document pulls for me. I would be nothing without you guys, and I love y'all and appreciate every single one of you. Right? I have my favorites. Well, hello, Mr. Walters. How are you today, sir? 600 copies. Yes. 600 copies. I don't know if that's... Did it say just for the drawers? The government should print 600 copies of the jury questionnaires and send them to chambers. So, that says send them to chambers, which means to the judge. And then it says jury questionnaires will be administered by the jury office on April 28th. So I don't know why there needs to be 600 copies unless it doesn't just go to the jury. I have a feeling this one's going to be a long one. And we're going to follow it. I'm glad there's finally dates and there's finally movement in this case. And that something is being done in this case. And Max and Al both sifted through over 180 filings to find these dates for us. So show Al Walker and Max Lab all the love. Wait. So apparently, Diddy's happy birthday, Mr. Tim. God bless you, sir. It looks as if Sean Combs' lawyers are still fighting the judge over getting access to the sealed file of witnesses. And more letters to the judge from Combs asking to be let out of jail before trial. Bro, how many times do you have to be denied bail before you just give up and sit there like you're told? Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you! Wishful win! This one, this one's a big boy case. There's my owl. 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 For some reason, owl sounds like owl today. Thank you, Al and Max, for hooking your girl up. You two make a great team when it comes to finding court documents. And that reminds me, while you're. Oh, wait, you already have it. You're already a mod. Exactly. He's a flight risk. Harry's birthday is tomorrow. Awesome. Well, happy early birthday. I agree. I have my favorites. I think if he got out on bail before trial, I think he would try to skip country. He's definitely a flight risk for sure. If not a flight risk, I think someone would try to unalive him. I truly believe this will be another Epstein if he spills too much. Paul, Tim, I see you both talking crap about me in mod chat. Y'all are not cute. Coop! Coop, we needed you about 10-15 minutes ago because I pulled a Georgie and muted myself, the cough, and then I carried on for like 10 minutes talking, thinking I was unmuted, and then I had to completely repeat everything I said while muted. This where having you comes in handy when I'm talking. Coop, make sure you tell Mr. Walters happy birthday. He is 66 years old today. Also, if you are not busy, because it is quite lonely here without my sidekick, my partner in crime. Thanks for calling me Krabby, by the way. What do I believe, Coop? I'm not doing conspiracies. I'm discussing the Diddy case. You sent me more documents to Facebook on the Diddy case or the other case? Holy crap. Holy crap. 180, 181, 184. Holy shit. There's over 188 documents on the Sean Diddy case. I'm gonna. That's blank. Nope, no, it ain't. That's table. Holy crap. When the motions have to have a table of contents, guys. Wow. Okay. Introduction. This is document 187, filed March 19th. The government admits it possessed a great deal of potentially exculpatory evidence, including, and that's redacted, when it sought the search warrants, it admits it did not mention the evidence in the warrant applications, but it nonetheless contends that the applications were not deceptive for three principal reasons. First, that the withheld evidence was not material because it did not conclusively prove innocence. Second, The application's implicity and correctly inform the magistrate that blank, that's redacted, and third, that the individual affiant was unaware of most of the exculpatory evidence when he sought the warrants. The first proposition is wrong as a matter of law, the second is contradicted by the warrant applications themselves, and the third is both unsupported and inherently incredible. And the government concedes the warrants were very broad, but it argues that the extraordinary scope was justified by the extraordinary crimes. Crimes without limits, according to the government, justify warrants without limits. That is not and cannot be the law. Okay, so the argument is the warrant applications were intentionally and materially deceptive. Hold on, let me double check this. I can't tell if this is from. Holy crap. When there's a table of contents, guys, for the motion, that's how you know you have big boy documents. How can you not hear me? Sticky widget! Can you hear me? Hello? Of course, this piece of crap goes out. Hello? Hello?
They keep talking loud, but they don't wanna play. Throwing all that
Hello?
shade, better watch what they say. Down in the south, we don't do all that talk. We just let them step wrong and we watch how they walk.
How about now? Can you guys hear me? Yes, I hate this mic. I swear when I get the new one ordered, I'm chunking this thing in the dumpster. This thing has been nothing but junk since I got it. Sticky! Why is Coop sending me pickles and oranges? I think Alan Max is having fun with Pacer with all these documents right now. Tim's gonna keep picking on me and he's gonna find himself fired. Fired and in a corner, trapped in a dog kennel. Coop, you're not funny. No, don't. That was Coop. Bite me, Coop. So, bro, there's so many documents. This is Doc 187. So many. Sticky Widget, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships to the Goon Squad. Welcome to the Goon Squad. Naughty Pirate, Lisa Rats, Cunning Linguist, Bootsy, Melody Couture. Jesus. Max? I sure hope it didn't cost that much. There's 21 pages just of this one. And is this the most recent one? Right, Al? Like, holy cow. Like, it's wild. Like, I knew this was a big boy case, but bruh, there's over 80 more documents than what we have on the Hells case. Oh, I see how it is. So y'all don't pick on me when I have Coop with me. Because y'all think he's going to protect me. 188 is the newest. Well, this one was filed 4 days ago. And then there's words in this I cannot pronounce. Oh, is this about? Oh. This was filed yesterday. Declaration of Tini Gallegos. I, Tini Rose Gallegos, declare as follows. I am a partner at Agnifilo. She is counsel for Sean Combs. I am licensed and in good standing to practice law in the states of New York and California. I am also admitted to the United States District Court for Southern District of New York. The declaration is based on my personal knowledge of the facts stated herein, my review of the discovery produced to the defense thus far, and is submitted in support of Mr. Combs' motion to suppress evidence obtained through search warrants, or in the alternative, for Frank's hearing, and his reply in support of that motion. Why is it going to be redacted? Well, that's no fun. Yoda. Oh no, everybody's picking on me. Y'all are cute. Oh, I'm sure, Al. This is crazy. This is definitely a rabbit hole. I have 27 people in my chat and single-handedly being derailed by the coops. I didn't do that, Coop. The government did. It's the sealed name. That's the witnesses. I see that, Paul. I see that. See, Paul's snitching on y'all. He knows y'all are in on something, trying to derail me. At least one of my mods got my back. Sort of. Mr. Combs' reply in support of his motion cites blank, cited in Mr. Combs' motion to suppress, redacted, were in the government's possession at the time it sought the challenged warrants. True and correct copies of redacted are attached to this declaration as Exhibits 34 through 37. Exhibits 34 through 36, redacted, From what Al said, this is witnesses stuff that's redacted. However, discovery the government has provided since the defense's original motion indicate redacted. Exhibit 37 redacted. Pursuant to 28 USC 1746, I declare under penalty of perjury that the foregoing is true and correct. Well, that was boring because it's all redacted. Thank you, Yankee. Sorry, Paul. I'm going to send out gremlin signals in a minute. Erica! I need a teammate. You better have those brakes done, Tim. Oh, wait, no, Yoda. Yoda better have those brakes done. Just wait, Yoda. Me and Erica get you back. We're always plotting. See, I've been playing nice, Yoda. But I could give her worst ideas. Because you're not the pregnant one. Thank you, Owl. 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 Words are hard today. He said, well, here's the deal. The later filings are showing that Combs' defense lawyers want the names released, but the judge said no. So, all that's redacted is stuff to do with the witnesses against him, which is more than likely some of the children. Not his children, but some of the children he has harmed. I wonder if that little white girl that he claimed he adopted is one of his victims. What else could we make go bald, Erica? You already got his head. He's already looking like Curly from the Three Stooges. What else could we do to him? See, he's always got his hearing aids turned down, Mama. He's always got his hearing aids turned down. Tim, you do hang out with Yoda. She can get you together. I love my goon squad. That's true, Wise. But Diddy is trying to get it released. The witness's name sounds kind of familiar to another case where someone is attacking the witnesses or threatening the witnesses or trying to intimidate the witnesses. Sound familiar? But in this case, it's the actual defendant doing it and not the attorney. All right, guys. So, beings, that is our update. We do have jury trial Date set. We have pre-trial hearing or pre-trial date set for jury. Yes, that too, Al. That's exactly what he wants to do. He wants to threaten and intimidate them. That's the only reason he wants it released, to scare them. We saw there's this as well. Tony Busby, after filing countless lawsuits against Sean Diddy, Texas based attorney Tony Busby has been forced to withdraw himself as counsel on any cases filed in the Southern District of New York. The withdrawals were prompted by a federal judge who asked Busby to explain why he didn't disclose to the courts that he was not permitted to practice law in the Southern District. Oh, Busby. Busby apologized for the error in judgment in a letter to the judge and asserted that he would no longer be representing clients in New York City. Diddy's legal team also filed paperwork claiming Busby was not allowed to practice law in New York's Southern District. Quote, I now seek to remedy this error by withdrawing my representation of the plaintiff in this matter pending the resolution of my admission to this court, unquote. Busby responded, quote, as an attorney in good standing of the New York State Bar, the Texas State Bar, and your sister district, the Bar for Eastern District of the State of New York, I believe I am eminently qualified and should not be precluded from representing the plaintiff in this action. At this time, however, my admission status has become a distraction that has shifted the focus of the matter away from where it should be, which is securing justice for the plaintiff. Busby has officially been dropped as counsel on 15 cases in New York's Southern District, but his firm will still represent his clients, telling TMZ, I personally withdrew, not my firm, from the few federal court cases we have on file until such time as my admission is cleared up. I'm still attorney in charge in all the New York State cases and intend to file cases very soon in Nevada and California. While Busby, who is also behind the dismissed lawsuit accusing Jay-Z of actually assaulting a teen back in the early 2000s, is just stepping down from these cases. It was officially determined last month that he could no longer practice law in New York's Southern District, which includes New York City's 5 boroughs: Brooklyn, the Bronx, Queens, Manhattan, and Staten Island, and Westchester, Rockland, Putnam, Orange, Dutchess, and Sullivan counties. So I'm guessing he was an attorney on the civil cases against Diddy. And apparently now Jay-Z. And so in other words, Mama, we could just put Nair in his body wash instead of his shampoo. Why are y'all picking on me today? Y'all are mean. You're lucky I love you. Mama said, yep. Alright, guys. Those are the updates as of today on Diddy. Holy crap. I'm mind boggled by all the documents. The Diddy case is ahead of the Hells case by 88 documents. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, Harry, I would think they didn't love me anymore if they quit picking on me. Especially Coop. Because that's what we do. So, we will be watching and see how this all unfolds. If Coop and I get anything on the Hells case, we will be back, as always. Otherwise, we will see you at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow morning. Remember, guys, you are one of a kind and never let anyone dim your light. I love y'all. I'm out of here. Bye, guys.
Georgie's gotta go for now. She's got a role to play. Kids are calling, life's a sprawling, never a dull day. She loves all her subscribers, each and every one. But mom, life's calling louder till the setting sun. Goodbye for now, dear friends, till we meet again. Georgie's heart is full of love for every message sent. You're one of a kind, don't let them dim your light. She'll be back real soon, till then, good night. In the quiet of the evening, when the kids are fast asleep, Georgie reads your messages, a treasure she'll keep. Though she's busy now, her mind's on you all, wondering about your days and nights as the raindrops fall. Goodbye for now, dear friends, till we meet again. Georgie's heart is full of love for every message sent. You're one of a kind, don't let them dim your light. She'll be back real soon, till then, good night. Mom's life is a journey full of ups and downs, but in every single moment, love's the sweetest sound. She'll be back to share her stories, her laughter and her tears. But for now, she blows a kiss to you near and dear. Georgie sees the beauty in every simple thing, from the morning light to the quiet night, and all the joy it brings. So hold on to your passions and let your spirit soar. She's grateful for your love and can't wait to share more. Georgie sees the beauty in every simple thing, from the morning light to the quiet night, and all the joy it brings. So hold on to your passions and let your spirit soar. She's grateful for your love and can't wait to share more. Oh. Goodbye for now, dear friends, till we meet again. Georgie's heart is full of love for every message sent. You're one of a kind, don't let them dim your light. She'll be back real soon, till then, good night.